YouTubers of the world, and welcome to another grand Arizona Griper Cool Style, starring your beautiful host, Mr. Arizona. How's everybody doing? Hopefully everybody's doing well. Hopefully everybody's feeling well. I'm going to put my microphone on and, my usual stuff. What's up? What's up? What's up? What is up, everybody? You know, people are sometimes just exasperating. They're they're desperately trying to do the same old garbage, the same old song and dance, expecting a different result. And I'm like, okay, that's how you want to do it. That's how you want to conduct yourself. By all means, go right ahead. I'm not gonna, I'm not gonna stop. Pardon my French. I'm not gonna stop stupidity. I'm just gonna let it just let it go at its own pace. I mean, seriously, it's just, I don't know. It's just the ups and downs and lefts and rights are just, it's insane. I mean, who's that? Who the fuck is that? Who the hell's that? I don't even watch him. Huh? I don't even know who that dude is. Who the fuck is that? It sounds like a fucking name of a chicken. Wasn't Camilla the name of the chicken on the Muppet Show? I mean, that was Gonzo's girlfriend, right? I mean, wasn't it? John Camillo. I don't even know who he is. Okay. Okay. Well, he's talking about. Well, what's he talking about? I mean, he doesn't know me from a can of paint, and I don't really know him either. So, what's the point? I mean, I don't know him. I don't associate with him. I don't even go in his chats or anything like that. I think you got the wrong chat, dude. For real, you picked up the wrong chat, man. I mean, you made yourself look kind of stupid, if you ask me. I mean, he's calling you out. Well, who's calling me out? A lot of people do. Hell, I wouldn't be surprised if the President of the United States called me out. Fuck. Everybody else does. Well, they called me out for dinner. They called me out for supper. What? I mean, I don't understand, I really don't. But thank you for coming in here and at least interacting with the chat, even though you retracted your message. That's fine, but like I said, I don't even know who fucking whatever that dude that you're talking about is. I think you got the wrong chat, man. I don't even know who the hell that is. I don't talk to him. I don't associate him. I don't listen to him. I'm like, okay. Weird. Well, that kind of totally threw me off of what I was talking about. Oh, well, I don't care about it anyway. Fuck it. Wasn't really that important, I guess. But anyway, I'm doing pretty good. I'm just kind of cleaning up dishes right now, and I'm getting ready to put together my dinner for tonight. I watched a little bit of my YouTube son and daughter's live stream. It wasn't that bad. I was in there moderating, just having some fun. It wasn't too bad. It was all right. I can't complain. I really can't, Just is what it is, dude. Hey, how's it going? You old enough to be here, dude, or are you underage? I'm just curious, If you're underage, then you're going to have to go somewhere else. This is an adult stream, so. I'm assuming that. Oh, not too much. Hey, how's it going, guys? Not doing too much. Just kind of cleaning dishes at the moment. I'm holding my phone as I'm talking to you guys at the same time because, yeah. Do you know if your even mom allows you to even have a phone? If you're 5, what the hell? I mean, why would anybody let a fucking 5-year-old even come anywhere near an online situation like that? See? That too. Well, I appreciate your honesty, but Jesus Christ. Oh, yeah, you're old enough to be here, man. Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. So what you been up to today? How's life been treating you these days? Me, life's been going all right. Not too terribly bad. Not too terribly good either, but, it's, I'm telling you guys right now, serenity prayers do work, and they are extremely helpful to help you get through your day and to help you battle whatever problems and whatever issues you're having in your life. I highly recommend just before you get up and start your day. I recommend that you pray to God and you thank Him for everything that you've had. Thank Him for allowing you to survive the night, and thank you for Him allowing you to have a blessed day. All right, you take care, man. Take care. Peace. I know when I start talking this way, I know a lot of people really kind of lose interest in things like this, but I don't mind sharing my story and I don't mind sharing my blessings with a lot of people because, I used to not do that. I used to wake up and I used to really hate my life. I used to really not like my life. I used to really not like myself. But my attitude and everything like this is slowly starting to change. And it's starting to be a good thing, I make my serenity prayer every day, when I wake up, because that's been helping me out. And I pray every night before I go to bed because it helps me to get through the night. See, I pray for protection, and I also pray that the Lord carries me through the night so that when I open my eyes up in the next morning, I thank God that I'm able to open up my eyes, because think about this. Most people, I would say a lot of different people, They're not going to be waking up today. A lot of people are not going to be waking up today. A lot of people are not going to even see the light of day today. You know? And see, a lot of us get stuck so far in our little trips and our little lives and our little things that we're doing that we forget about our true purpose in life. We forget about why we're really here in life, what our really true calling is in life. And I guarantee it definitely ain't talking shit all the time on people, you know. It really isn't. You know, but I'm proud of myself, you know. I'm growing, I'm not only growing mentally, I'm trying to, but I'm growing physically and spiritually as well. You know, I highly recommend also that even though I haven't done it lately, which I should, but I highly recommend that you guys read a scripture every single day to yourself. Read a scripture, read a quote in the Bible every single day. And that will help you to get a better perspective of who you are in here, as well as projecting yourself out there. You know, that's free advice. And thank you for the hearts and thank you for the likes. And I hope you guys subscribe to this channel and like the content on it, you know. Because, you know, I'm not here, and I want to make this very clear. I'm not here for any monetary value. I'm not monetary gain. There you go, monetary gain. I'm not here to get my channel monetized. I'm not here to gain anything. But what I am here to do is to help people that, you know, like help all of you out there that really need help. And you know what I mean? Just the best thing I could do to help at any situation is just be a good person. You know, just to be a good person and sorry about that, guys. But anyway, I'm working on, like I said, I'm working on improving myself, and I'm working on improving my environment. It's not easy. You know, Rome wasn't built in a day, and neither was a life change or a lifestyle. You know, it takes a while. It takes some time. It takes some effort. But eventually, you know, I'm going to be okay. You know, I really am. Because, you know, people come and go all the time in your life. Some people stay, some people don't. You know, life is a fucking crazy thing. You know, there's no such thing as permanent. It's only temporary as the Lord allows it, you know? Or should I say as life allows it? Because, see, to me, when somebody passes on or when someone's no longer with us, well, here's what you have to do. You have to remember, you know, you have to remember the good times that you've had with them. And, to me, people that have passed away, they really haven't passed because they live in your heart and in your soul. And so, therefore, they passed, but they've never really passed because they're right here where they need to be. You know? Oh, I'm just getting stuff cleaned up and getting stuff ready to go so that I can assemble my hamburger pie that I'm going to be making. Oh yeah, I'll show you guys how I do it here in a second. All right. Now that I've got the kitchen cleaned, as you can see, I've got the dishes done and I've got the stove cleaned up because I had a very, very good breakfast this morning. And one of these days, I'm going to videotape it. I'm going to film it. Okay? Because I did the same thing, the same breakfast I usually cook, but I did it with, should I say, a little bit of a twist. Just a tad. In fact, I think I did it on my previous stream. You might want to take a look. I couldn't finish it because the video was taking too long and all that, and but I proved a point. I did prove a point. Now, if you look at the numbers that I did when I used StreamYards versus the numbers that I did using just an open stream, you guys will find out that the numbers are a little different. Because in here, I know that the notifications go out, and I know that the medications go out, and I know that I'll get more people in here doing a vertical stream versus a StreamYard stream. Because if you do a StreamYard stream, yes, you could have people on your panel, but you won't get the pull of people like you would on a open stream. And to prevent your stream from going in from public to private, like if you're streaming right now, and when you end your stream, to keep it from automatically going into private, what you do is there's a setting on your channel, and you could just kind of play with the settings a little bit, and eventually you'll figure out the settings to where you can basically go live, and the stream will stay public unless you select it to go to private yourself, rather than an automatic. Because before, I had this channel set up. I had this channel set up to where you go to, I had this channel set up to where every stream that I do, I guess we're just going to have to put up with it. Sorry about that. So anyway, all right. We've got a container. And in this container, ladies, let me see what I'll show you here. Now here, we've got mashed potatoes. Oh, yeah. I'm going to put that to the side. And over here, we've got a mixture of corn. Hold on a minute. Let me turn on some more light so we can see. Now here I've got a mixture of corn, onion, green beans, carrots, and hamburger. Now I'm going to show you how I assemble the hamburger pie. First of all, let me get some cheese to top it with, because that's going to be a very, very key factor in this concoction here. I may have to grate some more cheese. I mean, I don't know, so I'm going to check it out. I wish I could find some cheese that's already grated. I don't know. Shit. Well, I'm just going to top it to the top because that's what my wife wanted me to do. So, all right, here's how it's going to go. First of all, we got to get a baking dish, which in this case, hold up a minute. I'm going to be using my Dutch oven for this. So this is going to be very, very interesting, folks. I'm using my Dutch oven this time for this. Oh, this is going to be interesting. Okay. So let's get started, folks. This is how we assemble our what you call it, hamburger pie. First of all, let me get a container or like a spoon. All right. Here's a spoon. Now, first of all, we're going to put something on the bottom. There we go. Here we go, like that. Gonna put a nice healthy layer down on the bottom. Okay, here's that part. Okay, we got our first layer in there, guys. Now our second layer. Let's see. Hold on, I gotta find out here. Okay. Next is going to be this. I got to be sparing with this because I don't have very much of it. I'm just kind of spreading this around like that. Just trying to spread it enough, you know. Okay. All right. There's that part. Now, we go ahead and do it again. One more time. Now, this is the last time we're going to be doing this. It's real easy, real simple. You know, it's doesn't take that much effort to do. You just kind of put it like that. Now, if you want, you could get some, what do you call it? Some, that cinnamon roll, those cinnamon rolls that you roll out like this and make a dough. You could use that, but I've just never thought of it. So, but anyway, it's just stuff like that. But anyway, you just kind of spread this out a little bit. The best way you know how. It doesn't have to be, picture perfect. Because nothing ever is. All right. Now that we've got that done, now we're going to top it off with a layer of cheese. I would recommend that there's more, but this is the best thing I could do for now. So we're just going to do it like this. There we go. Now we put it in to a 350-degree oven just until the top is a golden brown. And we'll take it out and show you how it is. So let me get this ready to go here. And there we go, guys. Now we'll just wait for that to heat up a little bit. In the meantime, we'll head off to another room. So let's go.
¿Por qué no te llamó hoy? Oh, por los viernes, que no hay tanto trabajo ahorita.
No me sentí bien. A la noche, a fuerza, me comí, como tenía un burrito ahí, que me guardé.
But anyway, they were yapping and saying bullshit I didn't want to hear. Oh. I left my good gloves over there at the place that I worked last time. So let me turn on some light here. Get some lighting going. And we'll do, I always like blue. There you go. Blue's always my favorite color. So yeah, guys. Yeah. Life rolls around, guys. And there we go. So that is how you make a, here, let me turn on some light so you guys can actually see me. Oh, what the fuck? There we go. So that's how we make a hamburger pie. It really wasn't that bad. It was very simple, very easy. It didn't take that much effort to make. It was just simple ingredients that you had. I would have put more cheese on it, but I didn't have very much cheese at the moment. So, you roll the dice, you take what you get. You know what I mean? So it's not bad. It's just is what it is. So, but anyway, let's see, what else was I talking about? God, I forgot the subject, what I was talking about before when I was going live. Because the people and everything came in and fucking distracted me. And now I just completely forgot. But I'm glad I showed you a little trick on making a hamburger pie, which wasn't that bad. I mean, you probably could also, to kind of jazz it up a little bit, you probably could Add some, maybe, I don't know, maybe some cottage cheese to it, or a little bit of sour cream, maybe. It depends on your preference. Whatever it is that um, you like to do. You don't even have to use shredded cheese. You probably could use the what do you call it? The squares also. You know, it just depends on your personal personal preference. Nothing really big. God, what else? I don't know. Everything else kind of just went whoop, slipped my mind. Mainly because the asshole over there talking, pissing me off and trying to interrupt. That's what. That's what pissed me off. The a-hole over there. Fucking just. Other than that, that's it. But yeah, so I've got my pie in the oven. Like I said, there are a million ways of kind of jazzing it up a little bit. Like I said, to put like a little bit of a crust on the top. You could get those those rolls there. I guess they're called pizza rolls or some bullshit like that. And you could get the pizza rolls and roll them out just like that. And you can brush it with butter so that when you put it in the oven, it kind of crisps it up a little bit. So, and you could also, for the filling, you could add a little bit of rice to it if you want. You can add a little bit of refried beans if you want to make it Mexican style if you wanted. There are so many different ways of fixing a shepherd's pie. You can, let's see, what else could you put in there? Shit, I don't know. There's like whole bunches of different ways. But anyway, guys, I'm going to go ahead and head out. So you guys take care. Much love. And I'll see you on the next one. Peace. And people coming in here trolling, thank you for the distraction. Thank you for making me forget every fucking thing that I wanted to say. So thanks a lot. I appreciate it. But it still turned out as a great stream anyway. So anyway, I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace. Take care and thank you for watching. God bless you. Later, guys. Bye.